lads, we're going to talk right here. We're going to talk right here about the offense. The offense. I'm going to stay on for a little bit. We got to talk about the offense. Thank you, Vic, for the $10. Keep it the fun watch parties. I appreciate that. It's a lot more fun when the Fever win now. I'm not losing my damn mind. It's a lot more fun then. But we're going to have to talk about the offense that the Fever run. Because the Indiana Fever, when Caitlin Clark when they play to the style of Caitlin Clark, they are unbelievable. They just beat the Liberty by 14, while the Liberty were plus 14 on the free throw line. Thank you so much for the $10, Mellow Yellow. CC had having adrenaline, done with their bit of adrenaline. I done after a bit. Like, yeah, like the adrenaline was going to go. It is what it is. But the Indiana Fever, if you just want to look at how this team plays, they go and they have come off a game where they scored 58 points. They scored 42 more points today than they did against the Dream. They have gone from 58 points. And by the way, if you look at this right here, if you look at how this Indiana Fever team play with Caitlin Clark, I'm not joking when I say this. Like, the Indiana Fever, without Caitlin Clark, they shot 3, 4, 5, 10, 13. Actually, they did shoot a lot of threes. 13, 17, 22, 26. I actually did shoot a lot. They did shoot a lot. I have to say, they shot a lot of threes. But, like, this is a team that had not been shooting threes on the year. They hadn't been. And they come out against the Liberty, and even though they were cold, they were going to make them eventually. Like, Kelsey Mitchell's going to start making threes eventually. Sophie Cunningham is 1 for 2 from 3. Lexi Hull, 3 for 4 from 3. Man, Lexi Hull, like, is averaging... She's pushing her average over 10 points a game after that game. She's averaging double digits for the year. Like, that is, like, legit. That is legit. And, like, the problem is that, like, a Caitlin Clark offense, Natasha Howard can't really be in it. And it's just such a bad fit. And I actually, like, I mean this when I say this. I don't think Natasha Howard's a bad player. I don't know if there can be a worse fit for Caitlin Clark. They just set a team. Wait, they hit 17 threes. 3, 4, 5, 6. 13, 14. Oh, they're only 2 off the all-time record. They almost broke the all-time record for for threes. They were 2 off the all-time record. And when the team runs, when the team plays aggressive, when the team shoots the 3 ball, they are legit. This Indiana Fever team is not only, like, can be the most fun team to watch in basketball. Like, they were fun to watch even when Caitlin was on the bench because Coulson pushed the pace. Coulson with 6 assists. This is what Sid Coulson can do when she doesn't walk the ball up the floor. Sid Coulson has it in her. She has it in her to be an aggressive player, to be a proper backup to Caitlin. She has it in her, and she just proved it there. So I'm not going to accept her walking the ball up the floor. I'm not going to accept her slowing the game down, trying to walk the ball, trying to play like she's, I think it's 1990. And we need to dump it into the bigs. Because there is one dump it in big, and it's her. Aliyah Boston, out of the face-up, is so good. Like, Aliyah off handoffs, of DHOs out of the short roll off the face-up, is legitimately the best. She is the best at what she does. For me, there are 3 centers that are so far ahead of the rest. And they all do different things. Well, to be fair, 2 of them kind of do the same thing. And Aliyah is somewhere between 2 and 3. So John Quell, I think we're all going to be in agreement. When John Quell's healthy, John Quell's the best center in the W. I think we're all okay with that. But, like, and then it's between Aliyah and Alana Smith for number 2. Because Alana Smith is the best shot blocker in the league. She shoots 40% from 3. She spaces the floor. She's a good passer, good screener. But Aliyah's IQ is higher than any other bigs in the entire WNBA. It is. And when you've got Aliyah Boston, you can have an absolutely devastating offense. Look, and I mean this, if I'm looking at the wrong game right here. If the Indiana Fever can go and pull this off, and if Sid Colson can do what she did today, Sid Colson is probably thinking to herself, damn, I'm not guaranteed a spot on this team. If I don't pick this up, they're going to re-sign Ari. If I don't pick this up, Ari McDonald's going to be signed. And if you guys agree that Colson's really stepped up, subscribe. We're trying to hit 49.2k by the end of the day. But Colson, incroyable. Absolutely incredible. And like, they put up 102 points. They scored 102 points against the Liberty. And I understand the Liberty's defense is significantly worse without John Quell and Leonie Fibish. I understand that. But like, it's not like they're bad defenders. What is the most points the Liberty have conceded in a game this year? Was it against the Fever the last time? 88 or something? Oh, I can't even remember. But like, they are literally out here, the New York Liberty. And they just conceded 102. They conceded 102 points. Like, this is like tippity top offense. Like, to put up 102 in a game against this team is just amazing. And this is what happens when Caitlin Clark is allowed to run the show. And not only running the show, when they play that style of basketball, nobody, absolutely nobody in the entire league can deal with this team they run. Nobody can. This is 102 points and they couldn't score. They were missing open layups. Kelsey Mitchell forgot that she was Kelsey Mitchell till the fourth quarter. It is... Someone say, who do I think is better IQ, Camila or Boston? Camila Cardoso doesn't know how to get herself free. She's 6'7". Obviously, Aliyah. But, like, it is the system. Caitlin, the system is better than Caitlin, the player. Caitlin, the player, is unbelievable, by the way. I mean this when I say this. Caitlin, the player, is absolutely unbelievable. Caitlin, the system, is unguardable. Like, it is an unstoppable offense. And at least Stephanie White can see this game, what works and what doesn't. What works and what doesn't. It is a crazy good offense. Like, the Indiana Fever should be the most fun team to watch in basketball, and that was fun. Even when Caitlin Clark was stinking it up in the second half, that was fun. Because it is the 7 seconds or less Fever. This team is not equipped. I understand you brought in Natasha Howard, and at least you have somebody in those ugly games that might be able to, like, help you. You've got somebody that can help you out in the ugly games. However, like, it is, it's not needed. It is absolutely, like, not needed, because you need, people are saying the Fever need to have a B game. They need to do this in the playoffs. Hell no, they need to just have, their plan B needs to be plan A, but better. They're unlikely to win a championship this year. The best chance is by instilling their game on other people. When they use the speed they have, when they use the point guard they have. They were 30-16 in free throw attempts. They beat the Liberty and the refs. How impressive is that they beat the Liberty and the referees? Like, that is something that I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like, they beat the Liberty and the referees. It is just perfect, absolutely perfect offense.